Las Vegas isn't what it used to be. And if these 5 things that are destroying Las Vegas in 2022 don't stop soon, we might be in trouble. Whether you're a tourist or a local, these costly, annoying, and potentially dangerous trends could have you packing your bags early. First and foremost, since Las Vegas is known as the entertainment capital of the world, we absolutely have to talk about show ticket prices. In 2007, the Las Vegas Review-Journal did a comprehensive study of show tickets here in Southern Nevada. They did these for like big shows, you know, like Siegfried and Roy, David Copperfield, and Wayne Newton. The average price for a show ticket then was just $69. And if you want to see like an A-list show, it was only about $5 more. Oh, and FYI, in today's dollars, with inflation and everything else, those show ticket prices adjusted would be about $105 in 2022. And you know what? Actually, let's do this. Hang on, let's stop for a sec and look up some of these prices real quick. If we want to see an A-list show here in Vegas right now. Adele, that's a big one. It's coming in November. So what are some of the cheaper tickets for over $1,000? Nowadays, if you want to see an A-list show in Vegas for about $100, you're either going to the early show and sitting in the nosebleeds, or you're just not going to a show at all. Las Vegas shows are bigger and probably better than they've ever been before, but man, they cost about 5 to 10 times more than they used to. So I mean, what family can swing $4,000 to go see Adele? Now, it is a shame that Las Vegas entertainment has gotten so expensive, and I suppose, you know, there's enough people who can afford it, but if these shows keep getting any more expensive, it's gonna be even harder for a middle-class family to come here to Vegas and be able to afford many of the entertainment options that are typically available. And in my opinion, if the entertainment gets any more expensive, it's really going to ruin Las Vegas for a lot of families that like to come here. If you haven't seen a Vegas show in years, like me, then go ahead, like this video, throw me a comment down below. And some of you still aren't subscribed, so if you could help me out with that right now, that would be awesome. Okay, so forget about seeing a show. But what about your hotel room? Some of you might remember the good old days where if you wanted a hotel room, you just paid for a hotel room. Well, bye-bye, those days are gone. Instead, say hello to an entire buffet of fees. Resort fees, parking fees, early check-in fees, valet, everything. Almost nothing is free anymore. Am I right? All right, thank you, sir. He agrees. 22 properties in 2022 raised their resort fee prices. Easy enough to remember, but now it's almost standard that you get hit with a $45 resort fee at one of these hotels just to have access to the Wi-Fi and be able to use the gym. Not optional, mandatory. Or they make the check-in time for your room so late that you almost have to pay the early check-in fee of up to $50 to get into the room you've already paid for at a reasonable hour. And that, my friends, is how Las Vegas turns a $99 room into a $200 room before you are gone. Bait and switch, baby. If you guys want a list of hotels here in Las Vegas that have some of the lowest resort fees or even no resort fees, I'll put a link down below in the description. You guys can check that out. This next one is mostly a pain point for locals, but if this trend continues, this could affect tourists more and more, and that is the one-sided migration into Nevada. You guys ever see those "Don't California My Nevada" shirts? Yeah, those exist for a reason. California is by far the #1 state for people moving into Nevada, and I can tell you, not everyone's happy about it. And I was born and raised in California, which on this topic makes me supremely qualified to tell you what results you can expect if you try to copy what California does. This is concerning to a lot of people because in recent years, we have seen California-type policies be implemented here in Nevada as the demographics have changed and the voting tendencies have become more like California. In California, for many years, it's been very difficult to legally carry a firearm on you in public. They also have the highest sales tax and the highest state income taxes in the nation. Whereas here in Nevada, we have open carry, we have concealed carry permits, and we have no state income tax. For now, at least. In the past few years here in Nevada, we have seen stricter gun laws go into effect, We have seen sales tax go up that was supposed to go to the schools. That's how they got people to vote for it. But afterwards, then the money was opened up to go to other parts of the government. Thankfully, they're not coming after state income tax for the time being. Look, I cannot blame it on all Californians. I myself moved here from California to Nevada. I just hope that here we can keep our own identity and not turn Nevada into the place that we all left. Whew, man. All this talking's got me thirsty. Too bad that Lake Mead is drying up before our very eyes right now and Las Vegas will be out of water any minute. Nah, just kidding. I just did a video talking about why Las Vegas is not in any immediate danger of running out of water, specifically for indoor use. But as we all know, water gets used outdoors as well. So in Las Vegas, the pain from having to cutting back water usage really stems from outdoor usage and not indoors. For some, this may mean that you cannot water your trees or your garden as much as you'd like. But for others, this means watching almost all of the grass in your community being removed. They even made it illegal for new homes that are built to have grass in their yards. Now, I get it, we need to conserve and every little bit helps. But the freedom lover in me does have some concerns about rules and bans put on people's private property and trying to regulate what they can do on their own land. Whether you enjoy a round of golf or you want to have the greenest lawn on your street, the water police could be coming for you in Las Vegas. But again, for the most part, we don't have to worry about running out of drinking water, so don't panic or anything. Okay, before we get to my final point, do me a favor and tell me down in the comments what you think about Las Vegas for 2022. Are these things destroying your Vegas experience or not? And if you think not, you might want to reconsider after you hear this next stat. We all know how important security is for Las Vegas. Whether it's a big event like the NFL Draft, CES, or just any given night here on the Strip, there are a lot of people to protect. But what if we don't have enough police to take care of our growing population and the sky-high tourism that we have here in Southern Nevada? Now, I'll say this part quietly because I don't want the wrong people to hear, but the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is severely short-staffed. And of the officers we do have, 75% of them have just 5 years of experience or less on the job. How can we expect an understaffed and underexperienced police force to keep the city safe with all of the movement and activity that goes on here? The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department themselves said that they have been losing about 200 officers per year since 2016. They are now trying to recruit officers from other cities to try to fill the gap. So do the math. That is over 1,200 police officers this place has lost since 2016. Now, I don't know about you, but that statistic right there is probably what has me the most concerned for Las Vegas in 2022 and beyond. As a resident of Las Vegas in my 10th year of living here, I truly hope to see things turn around, and soon. If you want to know the top 50 scams, ripoffs, and deceitful tactics used on Vegas tourists so they don't happen to you, be sure to go ahead and use that link down below to get the ebook that I wrote. I'm Jacob, and this is my life in Vegas. Stay safe out there. What's that?
Are you Jacob?
I am Jacob.
Yo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Your son? Jay? Well, I'm Jacob, man.
Thank you so much.
Cool. No, thank you guys.